Hi, this is Steve Rowe, Executive Director. Today is Wednesday, September 23rd. I wanted to start today just by asking you if there are questions that you would like us to address in these weekly video updates. I know that very early on, several months ago, Kim had done kind of a town hall meeting where she took questions, but it's been many months since we've done that type of video. And I just want to invite your questions and try to make sure that what we're providing in these weekly updates is actually information that you are interested in and that's helpful to you. So please, over the next week, 2 weeks, if there's anything that you would like us to talk about in these weekly videos, please just drop either Kim or me a note. Thank you. Not a lot has changed, so it's much of the same as we record these videos every week. But it's like where we are right now with testing. For the last 2.5 weeks, we have been required by regulation to test our health center staff twice a week. That requirement is based on the county positivity rate, and it was over 10%, so we needed to test employees twice a week. We are not testing all of our employees, but we're testing anybody who works in the health center specifically, or anybody like me who might spend time in the health center. So rather than 250 people being tested, it's more like 140 to 150 people. We're happy to report that since the very first test day that we did, where we had one positive test, we have not had any other positive employee tests from those tests for the last 4 attempts. Because we had one positive test the first time that we did it, we were required then to test our health center residents. They have now been tested twice. All of our health center residents have been negative with both tests. And the hope is that if we can get through this next set and still not have any other employees test positive, the initial outbreak, as defined by one person testing positive, will be over, and we will be able to decelerate the rate of testing and go to once a week testing for employees and no testing for a while for our residents. So that's obviously the goal, trying to have negative test results for everyone. This has caused some challenges. If you can imagine needing to test 150 people twice a week, that's a pretty big commitment in terms of just time. So all of those people need to swing through, get the test done, which individually doesn't take very long. But there are 2 people at least who manage that testing, taking the samples, and then when it's a point of care test, there are certain steps that need to be followed very, very carefully in order to get accurate test results. So it's really become almost a full-time job for 2 people, at least twice a week right now. So we weren't overstaffed to begin with, and now you pull somebody out of the health center to manage the testing, and that's just another challenge for us. So that's one piece of it, just the labor time involved. The second piece is the cost. The Department of Health and Human Services sent us about $90,000 a little over a month ago. That money was to be spent for testing, and they sent out point of care testing machines and sent 240 tests with that initial shipment. 240 tests is enough to do our point of care testing 1.5 times. And after that, unfortunately, we were not able for several weeks to acquire any more of the testing materials. They just were not available. So the next best alternative was to go back to lab testing. And as Kim Bergen-Jackson, our administrator, was trying to find places to do the lab testing for us, the cost of that testing has gotten just outrageous, $80 to $100 per test. We finally found a lab that would turn the test results around within 48 hours, which is the requirement, and Kim ordered enough tests for us to do at least a couple of cycles, and they were $100 per test. So if you think about spending $15,000 per testing day and potentially then $30,000 a week, that $90,000 that was sent to us to do testing will run out very, very quickly. Fortunately, some of the point of care testing is finally seeming to become more readily available. So Kim ordered a batch earlier this week, but it's really a rationed system right now. So as soon as we were able to order, we did, and now we can't order again for a while. So just another challenge as we navigate COVID and try to meet all the regulatory requirements and also meet our residents' needs. Some good news I want to share with you. Yesterday, Leading Age Iowa, which is the state association that Oaknoll belongs to, they had their annual business meeting, and our administrator, Kim Bergen-Jackson, was elected chair-elect for that board. So she will serve in that role for 2 years, and then 2 years from now, she will become the chairperson of the state association to which Oaknoll belongs. So we're very, very proud of Kim and her accomplishments and her contributions to not only Oaknoll, but to all of the residents living in similar communities across the state of Iowa. So thank you to Kim for that. And the last thing I want to talk about is we do have apartments available. You, our residents, are the very best marketers that we have. We have sent a flyer out or an email update to all of our waitlist households. That went yesterday to highlight all of the apartments that are available. We're going to follow that up later this week with an actual mailer that goes out to everybody, so people would have received it both in email version and hard copy version. When we have the hard copy version available, we are also going to put that in all of your mailboxes, so that if you have friends, former neighbors, anybody that you're aware of that might potentially be interested in one of the apartments that we have available, we certainly would ask you to spread the word and ask your contact to please call or email me. We are doing prospective resident tours and showing them open apartments, and we would love to expand the Oaknoll community with people who you refer to us. So please look forward to that in your mailboxes and send people my way. Thank you.